Hey guys, Teddy Covers with a big game breakdown for Wager Talk TV. Let's talk Saturday night on Fox. You just call it Late Night West Coast Bailout Special on national TV. That's Oregon and USC. Right now, look at the Wager Talk live odds screen. I'm seeing the Ducks, let's call it minus 15, total 73.5 for USC and Oregon on Saturday night. Again, this is 10:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Pacific Time. It's the late game. Before I get into the analysis, I do want to let you know we have a great special offer this week at wagertalk.com. You can take $50 off any 30-day pass. That's all access. That's sports specific. You want NBA, college football, NFL passes from me, or all sports. Take $50 off. Just use coupon code ALL30 at checkout. Again, ALL30 at checkout. And get on board for what should be a strong November. All right, so USC is the anti-bandwagon, betting bandwagon team right now. They covered minus 38 against Nevada in week 1. They covered minus 28 against Stanford in week 2. That was September 9th. That was also their last point spread cover. It's November now. They're 0-7 against the spread since that win over Stanford at minus 28. They were 5-0 when they went to Notre Dame. They got blown out there, 5-0 straight up. Blown out there, 48-20, and they really never recovered. They're 1-3 straight up since that game. The only win, minus 10.5 at Cal. They won that game by 1, 50-49, and that's because Cal went for the 2-point conversion for the win instead of overtime, and they didn't convert. So that's the only win they have. They obviously haven't sniffed a point spread cover. And of course, that's the same Cal team. Again, 50-49, USC versus Cal. Oregon played Cal last week, 63-19 final in that ball game. So look at that common opponent. It doesn't bode well for the Trojans. Look, we all saw Caleb Williams balling with his mom, after the third loss of the season last week. Washington beat him by double digits. Alex Grinch got fired, the defense coordinator, finally. But this defense allowed 40-plus 5 times in 6 games. And the only one they didn't was with Utah with the backup QB, and you still scored 34. This is a defense that is vastly underachieved to their talent level. They're not going to get worse than they've been without Alex Grinch. But this is a team coming off a humiliating loss that essentially ended their season. All the goals they have had are now unobtainable with that third loss. They've got to travel to Oregon, which is a tough place to play off that humiliating defeat where your quarterback's weeping on TV. And we give him credit for caring. Absolutely, we give Caleb Williams credit for caring. But I got my concerns about the Trojans this week. And the Ducks are the opposite of USC. They've got a betting bandwagon, a big betting bandwagon, 8-1 against the spread. The only loss coming to Washington, no shame there. But again, we've got a common opponent that they both lost to, Washington. Oregon lost by 3, USC lost by 10. So it's not quite that differential that we saw for the Cal game. There's value here on the Trojans. I believe that. Plain and simple. But I'm not a fan of jumping in on a team that's 0-7 against the spread, against a team that's 8-1 against the spread. My number one most basic model for beating sports is riding hot teams till the markets catch up, fading cold teams till the markets catch up. And this is a scenario where the markets haven't caught up with how bad USC is or how good Oregon is. But maybe they have. The play here is USC plus the points with a caveat. All right? There's value on the Trojan side. But if they fall behind early, I'm not going to expect them to rally back. Not this week on this field. If Oregon scores and USC punts or turns it over first, be prepared to bail on this wager in live betting action because I'm not convinced the Trojans will respond well to adversity this week. I do think there's value on the USC side. If I'm playing the side here, it's plus the points. But I ain't going to play the side if I'm not watching the game to give myself an opportunity to get off if things don't play out as expected. Thank you so much for watching Wager Talk TV. Be sure to take advantage of that $50 off any 30-day pass offer. Again, coupon code ALL30 at checkout. Best of luck with your wagers, and thank you so much for the likes and the follows and the comments. We appreciate them all. Cheers.